guys, welcome back to the Cocco channel and to another horror story video. I haven't done one of these in so long and I'm so sorry. I do have quite a few, couple, however you want to go, lined up. So today, as you can tell from the title, is the camping nightmare that did take place. And this is just like one of those stories where anything that could go wrong did. I know that you guys really miss the story times and I miss filming them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I think I mentioned it maybe in a tutorial Tuesday where I did like the chit chat get ready with me, that, gosh, I think it's been like 3 months now, I want to say, that my parents bought a trailer. And I know when you like hear the word trailer, you think like trailer, whatever word pops into your mind. I'm not going to say it out loud. But it's actually really, really nice. It's a pop-up trailer. It has 2 king-size beds in it. It has a full kitchen and dining area, shower, toilet. Like, it's a really nice trailer, right? I don't know why I'm always expressive with my hands. If you're new, I do this a lot. So anyways, so we're gonna take our first trip, you know, we're gonna do it. We're so excited. My family is definitely an outdoors family. Always have been, always been camping, boating. We had a boat like, I want to say 3/4 of my life. We never owned an RV or a trailer, but for those of you who have been with me for a while, when I was pregnant with my son Aiden, my parents flew out to DC and we rented an RV and did a whole entire East Coast trip. We went to Salem on Halloween, we did Boston, we did New York, the Adirondacks. Anyways, so long story short, we're an outdoors family. We're so excited. We're not new at this, you know what I mean? It's gonna be easy, no big deal, right? So catastrophe number 1, right? My parents buy this thing without having the proper equipment to tow it on our truck. My parents' truck. They have a Ford F-150. It's like a 2009, I think. 2008? No, it's a 2004. Excuse me. I have a 2009. I don't know what I was thinking. So anyways, so they've never hauled anything on this truck. They got rid of the boat afterwards, and so my dad didn't have like the hitch ball and everything like this. So he like goes on a scavenger hunt. He ordered like tons of different things through Amazon. None of the things worked to make this like trailer hitch, you know what I mean, like connection. And so he had to return a bunch of stuff. Then he had to like go through junkyards and try and find something. Finally he finds, he has to actually buy a new bumper from another 2004 that came with it and like redo all this. So he like, took forever for them just to get like this whole truck situation, right? So they get everything hooked up on the truck. And we made a plan, and my dad was gone that week, right? So we're gonna leave on a Friday night. We're gonna be gone Friday night, Saturday night, come home Sunday. We're going to this place called Prescott, which is not far. Locals call them Prescott, but it's a O, so I say Prescott. Anyway, so we're gonna go to Prescott. It's gonna be great. You know, it's not that far. Get our feet wet in the trailer world. It's gonna be great. So so my dad comes home. I think it was it was my mom and dad. My mom and dad were gone. They went to Laughlin. And so they come home Friday morning and we're gonna leave Friday night, right? Friday afternoon, because my husband was working as well and he got off around 2. So that's what we're thinking. We'll leave around 2. So my parents get home and immediately out the door, we like start working. My dad gets home and he's sick. Like sick, you know? And so we're like, oh my gosh, no. Not only that, Aiden's sick. Like you can just tell he doesn't feel good. There's nothing going on, you know what I mean? He was like feverish a couple days before, but like that day we thought, you know, it'll be all right. And so my parents get home, they're like, are you sure we should go? Like my dad's sick, Aiden's sick, like maybe this is a sign. No, we're gonna go camping. So already reserved the spot. We can't cancel, you know what I mean? It's already too late. If we cancel, we still have to pay, basically. So back up the truck, and Andrew's not home yet. We back up the truck to the trailer and like the lights aren't working. The ball doesn't fit on the trailer. Like it was too low. So my dad's out there and he's like pissed, you know what I mean? Because he already put all this work into like researching the things he has to do on Amazon, researching and going to all these junkyards. And so like it was just such a pain in the butt trying to get this trailer hooked up, you know? And so that takes another couple hours. And then we have to load the dogs. Yes, We took my 90-pound American Bulldog, put her in her kennel, and put her in the back of the truck, which sounds mean, but it's not. She loves it back there. Anywho, so, you know, we're all loaded up, and we get on the road and get up to Prescott, and the whole time Aiden is just, you can just tell he's not feeling good, you know, and he's getting worse, and we're like, crap, you know, we'll get up there, it'll be fine, you know what I mean, it's gonna be cooler, and we'll take him outside, and it'll be fine. So we get up there and it's almost dark, which you never want to do. You never want to get there when it's dark unless you absolutely know what you're doing. So the campsite that we picked is so small that you're supposed to unhook from your trailer and then like move your vehicle to the side of it, and there's not even room for that, like where we were, you know. And we like had all the bells and whistles. We got like fake grass to put out, you know. It did have a picnic table, and then like the trailer has like an umbrella. We had camping chairs, like we have everything. We're good to go. We have food. You know, my mom and I like prepped in advance, and then while my parents were gone, Andrew and I went out and got food, like some more fun stuff from Costco, and you know, we're just gonna have a great time. So it's 8 o'clock and we're getting ready to go to bed, and we undress Aiden, and he's covered in bumps. Red, angry looking bumps. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like, I'm flipping out, my parents are flipping out, they're like, he has measles, and I was like, he's been vaccinated for that, you know what I mean? Like, so everyone's like kind of going back and forth and freaking each other out even more. And so that was the Friday night, and so Saturday we wake up and it's even worse. So we call it right then and there that we're gonna go home. We had to pack everything up, but I chose to stay inside the car with Aiden because you could just tell, you guys, he was like feverish, and the bumps, and like he was, I don't know, it was just awful. And so Andrew, my mom, and my dad like had to break down camp literally not even 12 hours later and put everything back in. And it's like kind of a pain when you're in a hurry to like make sure everything's tucked in for it to lower, you know, and packing up the food, and then you have to put Kaya in her kennel first, and then you can load everything else up. And you know, we're jam-packed in this car, and my parents, my dog Toots is like in the front with them, you know. And so we get back into Phoenix. It takes like an hour to get back into like the city limits of Phoenix, and it's a Saturday, and the freeway is shut down. The freeway is shut down. So they literally made everyone get off on the same exit, which took another hour. And then we had to shoot down like city streets, which is red light after red light, and all these people are getting off the freeway at both ends, you know what I mean? Like, you can't go any further. Whatever construction they were doing or whatever, like people were getting off the same street at both ends. So some people were going left, you know what I mean? So it was just, it took us like 2 hours to get home from like the city of Phoenix, maybe a little bit less. And so we get all the way home, and then we have to take him to the ER. It was like quick care, and come to find out, he had a severe ear infection, which I didn't even know. They put him on antibiotics, and thank the Lord, baby Jesus, it was gone in like 3 days. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was a couple months ago, and it was the worst camping trip ever, because I don't even know if you could call it a camping trip, you know what I mean? And another thing was that, you know, my dad was sick, and so he got worse, and then my mom got sick, and Kaya was in the camper with us and kept us up all night, and then the heater was on because it was quite cold up there. And so the heater is placed kind of oddly in the trailer. It's like right below the bed that Andrew and I and the baby slept in, and so it like just went right up to our bed, and it was so hot. It was so hot. So that is my camping horror story. And my parents have like a similar one of like, my brother was really sick one time, and he was like puking though, like all over the place. They said like the Exorcist, like puking. So anyways, this story leads into the next one where we actually go to quick care. It's not the quick care, but you'll want to stay tuned next week for that story, which I'm getting ready to film right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It wasn't anything too crazy, but I mean, it's a really crappy way to have your very first camping trip, and we haven't gotten since, and we've had it for that many months. life gets busy and things happen. So anyways, that's it for this horror story video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know you guys have been missing them. I have been too. So give it a thumbs up if you want me to continue doing them. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Brittany Cocco. You are watching the Cocco channel. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!